When an old friend passes away, do this first. Why steps seniors should take. The death of an old friend is something no one wishes for, but it becomes an unavoidable reality as we grow older. A friendship that has lasted decades carries profound emotional weight, and when someone you've known since youth, middle age, or someone you've shared countless hardships with passes away, the sense of loss is inevitable. In that moment, the most important thing is to know what to do first, not to suppress the sorrow, but to begin a process of healing in a healthy and wise way. Upon hearing the news that an old friend has died, the first reaction is often shock and stillness. It's the jolt of time, when a vivid piece of your past suddenly becomes a memory. In that moment, the wisest thing is to allow yourself to feel the full range of your emotions. There's no need to appear strong. Let the tears fall if they must. Allow your heart to be unburdened. Sometimes, simply sitting quietly and reminiscing about the past can begin the journey toward acceptance. Once the reality has settled in, the next step is to find someone to talk to. This could be another living friend, a family member, or anyone you trust. Sharing memories about the friend who passed, recalling special moments, and expressing your inner emotions can help ease the psychological burden. Seniors often tend to bottle up their sorrow, but repressed grief only deepens sadness over time. A simple conversation can open the door to emotional release. In the early days after receiving the sad news, it is essential to take care of both your body and mind. Eating well, sleeping properly, and maintaining your daily routines provide a foundation for continuing life after loss. Many people, overwhelmed by grief, neglect meals or stay awake through the night, inadvertently weakening their health and worsening their emotional state. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's a way of honoring your departed friend, who would never want to see you drained by sorrow. A subtle but meaningful way to express mourning and preserve memories is to write down the stories and cherished moments you shared with your late friend. These could be small anecdotes, times of laughter, disagreements and forgiveness, or unforgettable chapters in your friendship. Writing them down not only helps keep the memories alive, but also serves as a form of emotional therapy. As the words flow, your soul finds release. This journal can remain private or be shared with others who also loved your friend, as a spiritual gift in their memory. Instead of getting lost in regret, find a purposeful action to commemorate the deceased. This could be a visit to their grave, a quiet memorial at home, or a charitable act in their name. These tangible gestures transform grief into a life-affirming force, allowing us to feel that our friend lives on in some way. This is not superstition, it's a spiritual bond, where friendship does not end with death but continues in our actions and hearts. Another essential step is to forgive yourself if guilt lingers. Many seniors feel remorse for not keeping in touch more, not meeting up as often, or leaving misunderstandings unresolved. But life has its limitations, and no one can go back to correct every mistake. Self-forgiveness is a vital part of healing. True friendship doesn't demand perfection. It asks for sincerity. If you had that with your departed friend, believe that they understood and forgave, too. As the pain gradually fades, honor the remaining years of your life by living more fully. The death of a friend is a reminder that time is limited, that every living moment must be cherished. Call other friends, write letters to family, and speak more openly with your children or grandchildren. Don't wait for loss to express love. Friendship is not just memory. It's also a driving force to live better and deeper. Ultimately, seniors should learn to view death with acceptance and calmness. Each time we witness the passing of a friend, we're reminded that we're approaching our own final chapter. Instead of fearing or avoiding it, prepare for it as a natural part of the human journey. Prepare mentally, legally, emotionally. Write a will. Express your wishes. Say what you want to leave behind. This is not pessimism. It is awakened mindfulness. When you are ready, fear gives way to peace. The sorrow of losing a friend won't vanish in a day or a week. It lingers, resurfacing in old songs, familiar places, or anniversary dates. But over time, if we face and transform it, that sadness becomes a precious part of our memory, a testament to a friendship that was once real, beautiful, and profoundly meaningful. Some friendships never truly fade, even if the person is gone. They live on in every thought, every action, and every choice to live with more meaning each day. And when we learn to move forward with a heart that may no longer be whole, we also learn to love life more deeply, to appreciate the present more fully, and to live more profoundly than ever before. Losing an old friend is like losing a part of your personal history. When we are young, friends come and go, and many relationships are fleeting. But in our twilight years, those who remain in touch are often the ones who have journeyed alongside us for a long time, witnesses to our sorrows, joys, and major life changes. Therefore, the passing of such a friend leaves a void that is not easily filled. There is no one left to reminisce about old memories, no one who understands us without explanation. The sense of loneliness thus becomes even deeper. In such moments, it is crucial not to isolate oneself. Some elderly people withdraw from social life after losing a close friend, avoiding contact, declining invitations, and turning away from new interactions. They feel that no one else could ever understand them like the one they've lost, and that all new relationships are meaningless. However, it is precisely during these times that opening the heart to new connections becomes the most profound form of healing. Not to replace the one who has passed, but to continue the flow of life, where every new person we meet can bring something beautiful. Social interaction, even brief daily conversations, can ease loneliness and help the mind escape the loop of memories. Participating in community activities, book clubs, Tai Chi classes, or simply taking walks with neighbors, all are ways to remind ourselves that we are still alive and that life still holds meaning. The person we've lost cannot return, but we can still live the rest of our lives fully, not to forget, but to honor that friendship by living well. The pain of losing a friend is not just a personal emotion, it's also a profound lesson about time. Each farewell reminds us that everything is impermanent. What once felt eternal, a promise to meet again, plans for a short trip, can suddenly disappear. From this, older adults learn to slow down and cherish each phone call, every meeting, every hug and handshake. They stop withholding affection, stop postponing what truly matters. Loss may age the heart, but it also opens it more fully to the present. Another powerful path to healing is returning to nature. Many older people find great comfort in stepping into a park, tending a garden, or simply sitting by a window watching the clouds drift by. Nature speaks a gentle and patient language. The life cycle of a leaf, the evening sun, the morning bird song, all remind us that loss is part of the natural order. And if nature continues to bloom after harsh winters, then the human heart, too, can be revived after seasons of grief. In the journey of healing after a loss, finding new meaning in life is something worth pursuing. Older adults might begin with simple acts like planting a new flower pot, adopting a small pet, learning a craft, writing a journal, or sharing life wisdom with the younger generation. Each small action brings a sense of connection to the world. Though life has lost one friend, it also opens the door to creating new values, to passing on something good to others. Some choose to turn to faith or spiritual practices as a way to soothe the soul. Whether it's praying, meditating, or simply lighting incense and sitting in quiet reflection, these acts can help one feel that separation is not absolute. Perhaps the friend is now far away, but their soul, their love, and the memories shared still linger, somewhere in the universe, and deeply within the heart of the living. Comfort comes not through words, but from a sense of being connected to something greater than ourselves. At times when sorrow feels overwhelming, seeking professional support is essential. Talking to a therapist or counselor is not a sign of weakness, but of awareness. Being heard, being guided through emotional healing, and learning how to rebuild one's inner life can help older adults avoid long-term depression. They can learn to let go of guilt, of unanswered questions, and move toward a more peaceful future. Time is the greatest teacher in the healing journey. It may take months or even years, but one day, we will smile when thinking of the friend who passed, not with tears, but with gratitude. Gratitude for having had each other in life, for the paths walked together, for the memories that will never fade. And in that gratitude, life begins to flow again, deeper, more compassionate, and filled with love. Ultimately, once the pain has passed, The elderly person may realize they've grown yet again. Every loss expands the heart. From that point on, their view of life changes. Petty anger fades, stubbornness dissolves. Each day becomes a gift. Every person encountered becomes someone to appreciate. And every friendship, whether short or long, holds a deep and lasting meaning in the human journey.